Hi, welcome to Insights. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a long time we're on lockdown, but today actually is our eighth program on Insights, and we want to talk about surviving the storm. Oh, yes, it has been tumultuous. The storm has been a little too much, but we shall survive because we put our hope in God. Last week we talked about COVID, the acronym, and the first thing was casting all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. And today we're going to talk about how we're going to survive this storm. First thing we have to do is to trust him. You know, in Psalm 148 verse 8, the latter part, it talks about the lightning praising him and the storm doing his bidding. Do you know that the storm is purposeful? That there's a benefit to the storm? So we need to see what we can take away from this storm that we're going through, this economic storm, this all that we've been facing and not knowing where to go and what to do. But you know, when it talk about the storm, it said that the storm makes way for the new. The storm actually disperses the seeds. And then the lightning, what it does, it strikes the earth and it gives 20% of the nitrate that we need on the earth. And you know, that all makes up the elements that we need to cause the earth to function correctly. So there's benefits in the storm. But how do we survive this storm? The first thing I'm going to share with you this morning about surviving the storm is a change of mind, your mindset. You know, I've told you, I'm in the travel industry and there's nothing happening. There are no planes flying, there's no money to be made. But I decided, let me see what I can do to survive this storm. And you know, I'm surviving it by not focusing and filling my mind, my conscious mind, on the negativity. I could sit all day and I decided and dress in my worst clothes and say, woe is me, but I decided to dress up. And my mind now is changed because my posture is changed. So when you focus in and have your mind on Christ, the word of God says that he will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. So when we trust God and focus in on him, our lives can be transformed. So the first step in surviving the storm is trusting God and changing your mindset. I want to read a little excerpt from these two books I have here because I was doing some research on the mind and how it operates and how we're supposed to work. And you know, this book, The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles by Dr. Bruce H. Lipton. And I just read a part of it on page 105. It says, we have the capacity to consciously evaluate our responses to environmental stimuli and change all responses anytime we desire. So you could change what you allow into your filters, what you allow into your mind right now so that you can withstand the storm. And I say once we deal with a powerful subconscious mind. So our subconscious mind is the one that's always on autopilot. So what you feed it on a conscious level determine what happens on an unconscious level, or sorry, a subconscious level to be correct. And now this other book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And he's talking about habit. What you do habitually becomes your norm, becomes your pattern. And on page 92, The Power of Habit, the golden rule of habit change, it talks about we know that a habit cannot be eradicated. It must instead be replaced. For a habit to stay changed, people must believe change is possible. And most often, that belief only emerges with the help of a group. So two takeaways there. A habit cannot be eradicated. It must instead be replaced. So what are you replacing today? What is your thought process today? Replace it with the word of God. Because the Bible says, as a man thinks, so is he. So we're going to replace our thought process today with good things. So I just want to encourage you to survive the storm, first of all, by having a changed mindset, a changed way of thinking. It can only happen by replacing one bad habit with a good. So remove the bad habit of listening to the bad news repeatedly and listen to the good things of the gospel. So share the video again, subscribe. I'm here to let you know that there's still good news and God is still on the throne and the storm is purposeful and we can survive it by trusting him and changing our mindset. God bless you. Shalom.